everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Radium Girls. I am Valerie.
And I'm Sarah.
And today, as you can see,
for those watching YouTube,
we might got a little spook episode for you guys. So we're doing like a kind of like a demonic episode. We just wanted the mood to like fit and just feel it.
Put you guys in the mood.
Yeah, so you should watch this episode.
We have our lovely lava lamp back here that you can be mesmerized by, because I'm mesmerized by lava lamps.
I love lava lamps.
Yeah.
I still have mine from when I was like a kid.
That's impressive.
My great grandma gave it to me, and it's like the only thing I have left of her.
Aw.
I know. It still works. And I somehow, through all my 50,000 moves, I never broke it.
I don't know what happened to all of mine.
Oh, I had one.
Pretty sure I had several.
Oh my god.
At least throughout the years. Maybe a couple at one point. I love them.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get into this spooky story.
In November of 2011, the Ammons family moved into a rental house on Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana.
It's freaking Gary. I'm pretty sure, wasn't the dude that broke the legs from Gary, Indiana? Like, I don't remember, but I know it was Indiana.
Oh, what was that story called?
The broken leg dude, I don't know. But
yeah.
the bone breaker.
The bone breaker.
But
was he?
I don't know. It was Indiana, though, so, like, just don't go to Indiana, you guys.
Don't go to Indiana. Don't go to Florida.
Be aware of your surroundings.
Just don't go anywhere. The rental house was on a quiet lane lined with small one-story homes. Big black flies suddenly swarmed their screened-in porch in December, despite the winter chill. This is not normal, Rosa Campbell, who was LaToya Ammon's mother, remembers thinking. We killed them and killed them and killed them, but they kept coming back. There were other strange happenings too. After midnight, Rosa and LaToya both said they occasionally heard the steady clump of footsteps climbing the basement stairs and the creak of the door opening between the basement and kitchen, but no one was there. LaToya said she woke up one night and saw a shadowy figure of a man pacing in her living room. She leapt out of bed to investigate and found large, wet boot prints. Spooky. What would you do if you got up in the middle of the night and saw a man pacing and then you go and look and there's wet boot prints there?
First of all, you know I ain't having it. So I'm going to get my car and leave. And I'd probably think it was like someone breaking in, especially if there's like wet footprints.
Yeah, and he's pacing in the house.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's searching for something of value there.
I'd probably be, like go hide in the closet or something. Like call
Yeah.
911 or something. Like, I don't know. Like, do you know it's a shadowy figure? Like, do you see the whole figure and it's just shadow? Or do you just see like the shadow of a man like on the floor or something?
No, you see a shadowy figure.
So you know it's not like a real man.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, because if you look into the darkness, you may see like the silhouette of somebody standing there.
True.
And it really is somebody standing there. You just can't make out the details of them because that's like that shadowy figure.
I didn't think about looking at it at night.
Yeah,
in the dark.
because she woke up in the night and yeah. I've gotten my ass scared a couple times waking up in the middle of the night and there's somebody standing in the kitchen or something and it turned out to be my mom or my sister or
like,
something.
it better be someone human.
Yeah. I mean, I have seen shadowy figures, but
Not me.
it's the tall hat man.
Stop.
That's for another episode.
Oops. Maybe one coming up.
Ooh. Foreshadow?
Foreshadow.
A different kind of shadow? And not my dog shadow?
A foreshadow. On March 10th, 2012.
Shot.
Sure.
Everybody.
Is that spooky? Sure.
No. That's more creepy than not.
Well, we going for the creeps and the spooks.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. Rosa said the family's unease turned to fear. That would be me too. It was about 2 a.m. Normally, Rosa, LaToya, and her children would have been asleep, but they were mourning the death of a loved one with a group of friends. LaToya, who was in Rosa's bedroom, startled everyone by screaming, "Mama! Mama!" Rose said she ran into her bedroom where her then 12-year-old granddaughter and a friend were staying. LaToya and Rosa said the 12-year-old was levitating above the bed, unconscious. I think not, ma'am. You better get down.
Get down.
Get your ass down. According to their account of events, LaToya and several others surrounded the girl, praying. That would not be the first thing I did. I'd be calling the police, the preacher, everybody.
Call the police.
Call the police. Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
They're killing everybody around here. Isn't that what he says?
I think so. Oh man, we can't do like an episode without like laughing.
Yeah. You gotta find humor in it.
You do. So eventually, Rosa said, her granddaughter descended onto the bed. The girl woke up with no memory of what happened, Rosa said. Rosa and LaToya called local churches looking for help with what they believed was something supernatural, but most refused to listen. So what would you do if, like, your son was levitating in the bed? Would you start praying?
No.
I don't even know what the power of Christ compels you. So
I'd probably try to get him down, and if I wasn't able to get him down, I'd go grab some sage.
Like, whoa, how you doing that, man? You'd be like, teach me.
Yeah, for real.
You would be like, teach me.
Yeah. I probably would call a priest, though.
But where do you even, like, find a phone number for a priest?
Catholic priest.
I just, like, Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in that day and age, yes.
That's true. I was like, where do you even find
priests around me that can do exorcisms?
Right. Local priests.
Local priests.
That's crazy. But then they got reviews by the churches and stuff, like local churches. I bet you there's some like witches out there that would like do something.
Yeah, I am in a couple of witchy type Facebook groups. I might turn to them first.
Yeah.
Like,
they'd
hey,
probably be more willing.
Hey, witches.
Hey, witches.
My son's levitating. What do I do? Cast a spell to get him down.
Yeah, please.
I'm not making fun of them by any means.
No.
I love it. It's great.
I'd
Please
be
don't cast
joining
a
in.
spell on me.
Yeah.
I'm not being sarcastic either.
Teach me a spell and I'll do it.
Yeah, for real.
I want to go to that place by my house.
Eventually, after listening to Rosa and LaToya talk about the house and visiting it, officials at one church told them the Carolina Street house had spirits in it. They recommended the family clean the home with bleach and ammonia, then use oil to draw crosses on every door and window. That's what I would do if I saw Maddox levitating.
Yeah. And then your sage.
And my sage. I don't know if that works, though. What they suggested. I've never heard.
Oh, bleach and ammonia? Yeah. Right? That's what you're talking about?
Or the oil.
What kind of oil? I don't say what kind of oil.
Yeah,
you gotta be specific so I know.
That's true. So I know.
So I know just in case.
That's funny. Rosa and LaToya also said they reached out to 2 clairvoyants. That's the other thing I would probably do.
That's true. Clairvoyance.
Who said the family's home was besieged by more than 200 demons. Fuck. No, I would get out.
Hundies? 2 hundies?
2 hundies.
2 hundies?
Yep. About the same amount of Hicks babies that were sold.
Oh my god. This is all them?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Their explanation made sense to Rosa and LaToya, they say, because it meshed with their Christian faith.
Makes sense.
The best thing you could do is move, LaToya remembers the clairvoyance telling her. But moving wasn't an option for the cash-strapped family. Instead, LaToya said she took the clairvoyant's advice and made an altar in the basement. Also on a clairvoyant's advice, they burned sage and sulfur throughout the house, and a person she was with read Psalm 91 out loud.
The Psalm 91 scripture reads, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, 'The Lord is my refuge,' and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. So she walked through the house reading that.
Interesting.
And I had another thing. A lot of these like demonic stories about like the houses, you know, they talk about they can't move because of money.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
I'd move.
I'd move. Yeah, I'd move anyway.
I'd sell. Yeah. Try to sell a house.
Yeah, or just leave and be like,
buying it.
Can I move in with one of you guys or something?
Yeah, I would probably go stay with somebody.
Somebody.
And
anybody.
Try to. I mean, me personally though.
You personally would
I'd
live
probably
here.
stay in there and try to get the spirits out.
I mean, your house is haunted, so
I'm haunted.
Yeah, so anywhere you go. So.
Yeah,
I'm not living with you.
They haven't been active lately.
I forgot about the children.
I forgot about the children.
I forgot about the children.
They like my side of the house.
That's true.
Yeah, I haven't heard them over here. That's funny.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like GTFO.
Yeah.
I live in my car. I don't care. You know, for sale. Just get
foreclose it.
Yeah.
Like,
Get you
ruin
a
your
storage
credit
building. Put some stuff in it, if you can. I don't know if you can go back. If you're too scared, maybe go during the day.
Hire some movers.
But they already has to be boxed up, right? I would pay someone. I'll give you $1,000 if you just go box everything up.
They people out there that do that.
I'd find someone. Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to make some quick money? Oh, not quick. Could probably take all day.
But if cash, like, you didn't have that kind of cash flow, what would you do?
Oh, yeah, they are all cash strapped. Just leave it all. You know what? Start new and fresh. It's only material things, right?
Yeah.
We don't need it.
Just save your pictures, your
Or
family pictures.
Bring a team with you. Can't take them all at once, right?
Right.
But there is 200.
There's 200. One of them's already got your kid.
Oh, God. I don't know. I just feel like I would just not go there.
I would.
Or maybe I'd just like send my family in there.
Send your family.
I would tell them what's going on. But like, y'all go.
But what if nobody went?
I feel like my brothers would go.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. And curious people would go. So
Yeah.
they're like, since you're curious, just bring down my stuff.
I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, you would be there.
Yeah. The frightened family welcomed a days-long lull in the terror, but, they said, the situation then worsened, and the kids became bigger targets. Rosa said her 7-year-old grandson would occasionally sit in a closet listening to an invisible entity discussing what it was like to die. You're 7 years old. You should not discuss what it's like to die with any entity.
In a closet by yourself.
Invisible or not.
Right?
Another time, he was ejected from a bathroom. Oh, yeah. The daughter once needed stitches to close a wound caused by a headboard, and she often felt something was restraining and choking her while in bed.
Ooh.
I've had something very similar. I wasn't being choked, but I did feel like I was being restrained in bed, and it also felt like I was being smothered with a pillow.
Is it like sleep paralysis?
It was. I had sleep paralysis a couple times too, but yeah.
Was it that time or no?
I do remember having it that night. It could have been that time. Yeah. There were so many nights. That was a dark time in my life.
Because when people say they do that, they like see like that dark figure at the end of the bed. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Better wake me up.
I don't think I saw any figures. The family said demons possessed LaToya and her children, then ages 7, 9, and 12. The kids' eyes bulged, evil smiles crossed their faces, and their voices deepened every time it happened, Rosa and LaToya said.
Who knew?
Rosa said the demons didn't affect her because she was born with protection from evil. She said she and others like her have a guardian who protects them.
Does that mean she's born with protection from evil? How does she know?
I don't know. I think everybody has a guardian with them, so why wouldn't anybody? I don't know. That's weird.
Oh.
I don't know. LaToya said she felt weak, lightheaded, and warm when she was possessed. Her body shook and she felt out of control. You can tell it's different, something supernatural.
Finally, in desperation, they went to their family physician, Dr. Geoffrey Onyekwu, and that could be totally wrong, on April 19th, 2012. LaToya said she told him what they were going through, hoping he might understand. What LaToya and Rosa say happened next was detailed in a DCS report of a family case manager's interviews with medical staff. So DCS is a Department of Child Safety. Rosa said LaToya's sons cursed Geoffrey in demonic voices, raging at him. Medical staff said the youngest boy was lifted and thrown into the wall with nobody touching him, according to a DCS report. The boys abruptly passed out and wouldn't come to, Rosa said. She cradled one boy in her arms. LaToya held the other. Someone from the doctor's office called 911. Geoffrey said 7 or 8 police officers and multiple ambulances showed up.
Everybody was... They couldn't figure out exactly what was happening, Geoffrey recalled. Meanwhile, someone called DCS and asked the agency to investigate LaToya for possible child neglect or abuse. The caller, who is not named in the DCS report, believed the children were performing for LaToya and she was encouraging their behavior. DCS family case manager Valerie Washington, shot for a name, her name, was asked to handle the initial investigation. She interviewed the family in the hospital. While she spoke with LaToya, the 7-year-old boy started growling with his teeth showing. He rolled his eyes back in his head. The boy locked his hands around his older brother's throat and refused to let go until the adults pried his hands open. That's scary. Later that evening, Valerie and registered nurse Willie Lee Walker brought the 2 boys into a small exam room for an interview. Rosa joined them. The 7-year-old stared into his brother's eyes and began to growl again. "It's time to die," the boy said in a deep, unnatural voice. "I will kill you."
Oh, shoot.
Sorry, I had to go a little creepy on you there.
That's freaking creepy.
That is so creepy.
Like, what? He's like his eyes and growling and showing his teeth. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. While the youngest boy spoke, the older brother started headbutting Rosa in the stomach. Ow.
Yeah.
Rosa grabbed her grandson's hands and started praying. What happened next would rattle the witnesses, and to some it would offer not only evidence, but proof of paranormal activity. According to Valerie's original DCS report, an account corroborated by Walker, the nurse, the 9-year-old had a weird grin and walked backward up a wall to the ceiling. He then flipped over Rosa, landing on his feet. He never let go of his grandmother's hand. He walked up the wall, flipped over her, and stood there, Walker told the Star. There's no way he could have done that. Both Valerie and Walker ran from the room. This kid was not himself when he did that, said Walker. We didn't know what was going on. That was crazy. I was like, everybody gotta go.
Gotta go.
That's what everybody gotta go.
Gotta get out of here.
We got to go. Had your kids, had your wife. We gotta go. Yeah, that's creepy. So, Walker, who said he previously believed in demons and spirits, thought the boy's behavior had some demonic spirit to it, but also was a result of a mental illness.
Wasn't it Annalise that had the mental illness and...
Yeah, it's always like,
or
is it mental illness or is it demons?
Yeah.
Is it demons?
Demons.
Is it demons or mental illness?
Is it demons? Oh, that's funny.
It's the demons. I mean, this one seems more like demons.
The next day, DCS took the emergency step of taking custody of the children without a court order. LaToya said she and her children cried because they didn't want to be separated. We've already been through so much and fought so hard for our lives, she recalled. It was obvious we were a team and we were beating it, whatever we were fighting. We made it through together as a team and they separated us. The Reverend Michael Magano was leading Bible study in his living room the morning of April 20th, 2012, when he received a call from a hospital chaplain. April 20th just happened. It was yesterday.
420?
Yeah. Shout out
crazy.
Jeremy's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Magano had been the priest at St. Stephen Martyr Parish in Maryville, Indiana, for more than 10 years, but had never received a request like this one. The chaplain asked him to perform an exorcism on LaToya's 9-year-old son. Magano agreed to interview the family after Sunday Mass a few days later. The first step, Magano said, was ruling out natural causes for what LaToya and her family said they were experiencing.
He visited LaToya and Rosa in the Carolina Street home April 22nd, 2012. For 2 hours, LaToya and Rosa detailed the phenomena for him. Then, Rosa interrupted the interview to point out a flickering bathroom light. The flickering stopped each time Magano walked over to investigate, which he attributed to a demonic presence. "It must be scared of me," he later told the Star. He called the house a portal to demons. Less than a week later, Valerie, the DCS family case manager, arrived to check the condition of the home. Washington asked a Lake County police officer to come with her. 2 other officers, one each from Gary and Hammond police departments, asked to join them out of professional curiosity. That would be Sarah.
Yeah, that would definitely be me.
It definitely wouldn't be me.
I don't know if I would call it professional curiosity, though.
Just
It'd just
curiosity.
be like just pure curiosity. I mean, I guess on paper it's professional curiosity, but
You're going to act professional, so.
yeah.
Professional curiosity.
Yeah.
It counts.
It counts.
Austin, the Gary police captain, later told the Star he believed in ghosts and the supernatural, but said he didn't believe in demons.
How can you believe in ghosts and supernatural but not believe in demons?
I think he just don't want to believe in demons.
Right.
Because it's so scary.
Yeah. Because, like, I guess I can get somebody only believing in ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that if you believe in ghosts, you have to believe in demons and angels.
I don't want to believe in any of it.
Man, it's just crazy.
Well, maybe. No, not even ghosts. None of it. It's not real.
Yes, it is.
Oh, stop.
The children.
Oh, God.
Think of the children.
I haven't heard the children, and I don't want to hear the children, so there is no children.
There's children.
So,
Children are haunting my house.
I'm about to turn that light all the way up.
So just a small caveat. If you're fairly new to our channel or you haven't listened to all of our episodes, we did an episode about the black-eyed children, which could very possibly be demons.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, ever since then, Val's being even more scared. I have children haunting my house. I'll hear them running through my kitchen into my bedroom, and then I have carpet in my bedroom, and then it goes back to tile in my bathroom. So I'll hear the little pitter-patter run to my bedroom, and then it gets quiet, and then it picks right back up into my bathroom. And it's like they're running all through the house. And it'll happen when I'm here alone. Like, my son will be at his dad's house, and it's just me here. Like, nobody's here.
I wonder if I attract, like, haunted people. 'Cause, like, you, my mom, like, my grandma.
Well, you're kind of stuck with your mom and your grandma.
Yeah, but, like, what if I was born for a reason?
I think everybody's born for a reason.
Well, what's my reason?
You haven't
Demon
figured that out
friends?
yet.
Oh.
Demon friends?
Demon friends.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got this, like, aura and persona about you that people like me or gravitate towards.
You bring out the demons.
Yeah, you bring out the demons. Or the demon seekers.
Ooh.
No.
The demon seeker.
The demon seeker. We're changing the name of our podcast to the Demon Seekers.
Demon seeker. That's whenever we go, like, hunting for demons. When we're professional curiosity.
We're professional curiositors.
Yeah, curiosities.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun.
I don't know about hunting demons. I don't know that I would want to do that.
No.
But we could definitely go ghost hunting. And,
Yeah, for ghost hunting, not demon hunting.
I really want to go to like one of those oddity stores.
Yeah.
We used to follow, they had a show on TV, I think called Oddities and stuff like that. But they have those little stores that they sell all that weird stuff.
I know they have one in Austin.
Yeah. I want to go.
I want to go too.
That'd be cool.
We go to Austin.
Yeah. Let's go to Austin.
Let's go. Okay, so anyway, back to the story. Austin said he changed his mind after visiting the Carolina Street house.
And if you don't remember what we just said, we're just talking about him not believing in demons.
Yeah. Everything else but demons.
Yeah. Officers who visited the home had their recording devices and other equipment malfunction. One detective heard a faint, "Hey," whispered on some audio he recorded at the scene. Ooh.
That's spooky.
That is spooky. Austin said photos he snapped with his iPhone also seemed to have strange silhouettes in them.
Is Ford manufactured?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. The radio in his police-issued Ford malfunctioned on the way home. So it was following him.
Mm-hmm. There's 200 of them. I mean,
yeah,
one's bound to get out.
That's true. Later, Austin said the garage at his Gary home refused to open, even though the power was on everywhere else.
During the battery.
Sorry. Yeah, I was sitting here thinking that. I was like, I've had that happen to me, but
gosh.
I'm pretty sure my clicker, the battery is dying.
Well, this demon drowned his battery.
Yeah, probably.
Drained.
Drowned.
Drowned it.
Austin said that the driver's seat in his personal 2005 Infiniti also started moving backward and forward on its own without even touching it. Ooh, that's creepy.
Get out that car.
Get the fuck out of that
Get out
car.
that car real fast.
Austin said he found himself starting to believe LaToya's claims of paranormal activity, but the mental health professionals evaluating LaToya and her children remained skeptical.
Of course they did. Of course they did. They're mental professionals. Mental health professionals.
Exactly. They're mental professionals.
They're mental professionals.
In April of 2012, DCS successfully petitioned Lake Juvenile Court for temporary wardship of the 3 children.
DCS temporarily housed the 2 older children at St. Joseph's Carmelite Home in East Chicago. LaToya's youngest son was sent to Christian Haven in Wheatfield for a psychiatric evaluation. Clinical psychologist Stacy Wright said the boy tended to act possessed when he was challenged, redirected, or asked questions he didn't want to answer. In her evaluation, Wright wrote that he seemed coherent and logical except when he talked about demons. Wright believed the 8-year-old did not suffer from a true psychotic disorder. This appears to be an unfortunate and sad case of a child who had been induced into a delusional system perpetuated by his mother and potentially reinforced by other relatives, she wrote in her psychological evaluation. Clinical psychologist Joel Schwartz, who evaluated LaToya's daughter and elder son, came to a similar conclusion. Police and DCS officials continued to investigate strange happenings in the house. Rosa, LaToya, Austin, and the 2 other police officers from the initial visit went back to the home after work hours on May 10, 2012. They were joined by Magano, 2 Lake County officers with a police dog, and DCS family case manager Samantha Ehrlich.
A county officer took his police dog around the home, but the dog didn't show interest in any particular area, according to Lake County police records. Everyone else headed into the basement. Ehrlich touched some strange liquid she saw dripping in the basement and said it felt slippery yet sticky between her fingers.
Ew.
Gross. Magano blessed some salt, which he said is a barrier to evil, and spread it under the stairs and throughout the basement. On the main floor, officers noticed an oil-like substance dripping from blinds in a bedroom, but couldn't figure out where it was coming from, police records state. To make sure Rosa or LaToya hadn't poured oil on the blinds, 2 of the officers used paper towels to clean it off. The officers sealed the room for 25 minutes and stood nearby so no one could walk in. When they went back in, the oil had reappeared, according to police records.
That's nasty. What is that?
It's the blood of the demons.
It's oily.
Cutting themselves on the blinds, trying to get in.
It's the flies' saliva.
Ew. That's gross.
Magano wrote a report detailing his findings and asked Bishop Del Melchek's permission to perform an exorcism on LaToya. Magano said Melchek had never authorized an exorcism in 21 years as bishop of the Diocese of Gary. Melchek initially denied requests to do a church-sanctioned exorcism, Magano said. The bishop told Magano to contact other priests who have performed exorcisms. Magano said he needed other priests to give him the ritual for minor exorcism, which does not require church approval. The priest he consulted told him to look it up on the internet. I'm sorry, that just killed me. Dude, Google it.
I mean, we're in 2012 here, you know?
Well, at least we know we don't have to call nobody. We can just Google it. He said, dude, look it up on the internet. It's right there. Oh, God. Oh, you want a minor exorcism? It's on the internet.
It's on the internet.
I can't. Oh, God, that got me.
That's so funny.
Oh, man. Everything's on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. He said he did an intense blessing on the Carolina Street home to expel bad spirits. The same day, Magano performed a minor exorcism on LaToya. The ritual consisted of prayers, statements, and appeals to cast out demons. 2 police officers and Eilich, the DCS family case manager, attended the ritual. Eilich said she left believing that something was going on, although she wouldn't go as far as saying it was demonic. She said she got chills during the nearly 2-hour rite. I feel like I would get chills anyway, too.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to cast out some demons. So no. Should I be here? We felt like someone was in the room with you, someone breathing down your neck. Dang, yeah, that would give me chills.
After the minor ritual, Magano and Bishop Melchek gave him permission to exorcise LaToya. The ritual is the same as the minor exorcism, but more powerful because it has the backing of the Catholic Church, Magano said. He ultimately performed 3 major exorcisms on LaToya, 2 in English and the last one in Latin, in June 2012 at his Maryville church. In the final exorcism at the end of June, hold on, take a shot. That's my birthday month.
Oh, yeah.
In the final exorcism at the end of June 2012, Magano said he prayed and berated the demons in Latin rather than English.
Oh, berated.
Berated them.
Doctors weren't supposed to do that. Did you have a priest? Is he a priest? Mm-hmm.
It would be the last time LaToya saw Magano. She and her mother drove back to Indianapolis, where they say they now live without fear. LaToya's old home on Carolina Street became an object of local curiosity, so much so that the owner and landlord, Charles Reed, called the Gary Police Department to ask officers to stop driving by the house because it was scaring his new tenant. He said there were no problems in the home before or after LaToya and her family lived there.
Interesting. I thought I heard it all, said Reed, who's been a landlord for 33 years. This was a new one to me. My belief system has a hard time jumping over that bridge. LaToya regained custody of her 3 children in November 2012, and the DCS closed the case last February. The children said they felt safe after they left the house on Carolina Street, the family said. The 3 left their demonic voices and complaints behind them. The family is no longer fixated solely on religion to explain or cope with the children's behavior issues. Olejnik and her supervisor wrote in a request for dismissal of wardship dated January 24, 2013. For her part, LaToya said it was not the psychologist who resolved her problems, but God. When you hear something like this, she said, don't assume it's not real because I've lived it. I know it's real. When Zach Bagans, the host and executive producer of Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel, read an Indie Star story about LaToya Ammons' allegations of demon possession inside a demon house in Gary, Indiana, he was hooked. He bought and later demolished the demon house on Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana in 2014.
That's crazy to me.
What, that he bought it?
I had no idea. I used to I watched Ghost Adventures like religiously this was one of the shows that really kept me like sane for a while, which sounds really weird because, you know, Ghost Adventures, how's that going to keep you sane?
Too. Like back in the day, though. I mean, it's been forever since I watched it.
I mean, I was religiously watching it. Like, you know how like your Facebook memories will pop up and see how like there's memories from 10, 11, 12 years ago where I'm like, new Ghost Adventures is out. I'm so excited. It'd come out like on Friday nights or something, but that's what I would look forward to. Freaking 19, 20-year-old looking forward to Ghost Adventures on Friday night. But I had no idea. I kind of remember him doing an episode over this, I feel like.
Well, he made a 2-hour documentary horror film called The Demon House in March 2018 based on the experiences of Ammons and her family. It's on, I think, Prime.
I'm going to have to watch it because I don't think I got to see that. That was after I had Maddox, and after I had Maddox, I didn't really watch a lot of this stuff. I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it too. So
he's kind of arrogant, so I like watching him, but there's it was him, Aaron, and Nick, and when Nick left the show, I kind of stopped watching it because I felt like Nick was kind of like the background star and he should have been the star. Zach was a little arrogant, so I kind of stopped watching it, but I still like the show. So I'm going to have to watch this.
He bought the house. I think he filmed a documentary in it and interviewed the family, and then after demolished it.
That's crazy.
I mean, is it good if you demolished it? Probably, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Those
spirits had to be released somewhere.
200 demons? You released 200 demons?
Maybe.
Well.
Yeah.
Well,
you never know.
To be continued. No, I'm kidding.
That's funny.
But that's the story of the Ammons family. What do you guys believe?
Do you think that this was another like situation where they were truly just mentally ill or something?
Because sometimes I feel like kids can like
fabricate.
Very good.
Yeah.
Like if you say something or they watch something, they can like imitate it, and like they won't like give in. Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
So I'm like, I don't know, because like it's a kid, but then it's like as a kid.
My question with the story is like, if the kid was the one that was levitating above the bed, why wasn't it performed on the kid?
Yeah, why did she get so many exorcisms?
Right.
Because she wasn't doing anything.
Right.
That's a good question.
Unless she was, and that's like the kid imitating her when she was possessed, especially when the kid was like growling at his own brother and I'm gonna kill you. And
yeah. But how do you explain him walking up the wall and everybody
or levitating?
Yeah, levitating. But these are professionals that witnessed that one.
Some really strong drugs. They put some drugs in the air and they inhaled it.
They put some drugs in the air?
I'm just kidding. Y'all know I like this stuff and I believe in this kind of stuff. I don't know. I think it could be, I mean, I think for it to attract someone as large, like a whole producer like Zach Bagans, to come and, you know, just reading that story and getting hooked on it, I think it could very well been true.
Yeah.
I just still think it's weird that, like, why would she
get all the exorcisms? I don't think they did any of the kids, did they?
Because they took the kids.
Yeah, and they were fine. Unless you talk about demons, and then you're gonna talk about demons.
We don't talk about demons.
We're gonna put everything in that song.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that was the story of the Ammons family. That happened not too long ago. Several years. It's 2022. 10 years ago. Holy cow!
Wow,
that's crazy. All right. So we have a question for you guys today. All right, guys. So, what TV or movie catchphrase do you most enjoy using?
Most enjoy using.
That's what she said. That's mine.
How did I know?
Oops. That's mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
That's most definitely mine.
Mm-hmm. I like hold on to your butts.
Oh, from Jurassic Park. Yes.
It's the best.
That's a good one.
Especially when I'm driving. I'm like, guys, better hold on to your butts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah. I also, sometimes I'll do like I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Or like the one I told you, was it you?
Get in, bitch. We're going shopping.
Get a bitch, we're going shopping.
Yeah, you sent me that. Yeah, you've done that twice now. You sent it to me when we went skating. Get in, bitch. We're going skating.
Get a bitch, we're going skating.
And then you did another one recently. Today, maybe. Or yesterday.
No, I don't think it was today. Oh, yeah, I did to Christian.
Christian. Yeah.
Wait, was it Christian?
Or somebody. It was in group, I think. For cars. Shopping for cars.
Oh, so maybe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was yesterday on chat. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, I love coding movies.
I might use. Huh? Val's been trying to fit in. We don't talk about
XYZ
into everything.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Yeah, it's catchy. I do it sometimes too. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I really use. It's definitely That's What She Said or That's What He Said. Like, oh, that's major.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I say a lot of stuff, but I can't think of any right now. I like quoting movies.
I'm terrible at it.
That's fun. If you can remember anything.
Yeah, I can't remember shit.
I usually don't. I was telling you, I remember like the unimportant stuff.
Yeah.
Like the really dumb stuff I remember.
Yeah. I remember everything there is to know, like everything about work.
Yeah.
Like, all the work stuff.
I don't
like
know how.
I don't know how either. I just remember it all. And then you ask me a question about something else and I don't fucking know. Don't ask me that question. I don't know.
For real.
It's crazy. So what is a TV or a movie catchphrase that you enjoy using the most?
There's a lot. Like, Luke, I am no father. Like we did last week.
But he doesn't say that.
Yeah, but it's a popular phrase.
That's true.
That everybody gets wrong. Listen to last week's episode to find out more.
That episode's intense.
Yeah.
We had alcohol in our systems.
Listen,
my AC was out.
I was like wasted and you're just like there.
I was here.
I was like sober.
I was vibing. I was chilling.
Yeah, you were chilling. I was just like
chilling.
I was dead.
I was bed. Did you say bed?
Dead.
Dead.
I don't even know how I knew the things I talked about.
I don't know either.
Like I talked about lobotomy. I talked about the Office episode. Like,
yeah.
Like, how did I like recall all this stuff? Like, I don't even do that when I'm sober.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because we were talking about the Office episode. Do you remember
the chili one?
No.
The face.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah,
yeah. In there. I think I left it in there.
Yeah, because I recently rewatched The Office.
Yeah,
and
you said it's not in there.
It wasn't in there. Or I just didn't see it.
But
no, because the other, half of that was in there. So I think it might have just skipped. Like, if that was at the beginning of the episode, I think it just, skipped
that'd be after, because it was after you had a heart attack.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because they were doing CPR.
Yeah, they were learning CPR.
I'm going to go look for that specific episode.
Yeah.
And go see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Oh, I keep hitting my freaking headphone.
But yeah, so let us know in the comments down below on our YouTube channel. If you're solely listening to our podcast, head over there. You can also let us know on our Facebook page. Our episodes upload directly to Facebook, so you'll see it on our feed. We do receive messages there, so you can also send us a message. Give us some ideas that you'd like for us to cover. Give us some questions that you would like for us to answer, or would be interested to know what our thought is on that question. It could be literally anything. Absolutely anything.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I mean, it kind of matters a little bit because there's some things I probably won't answer, but it could be anything.
It doesn't matter. We'll just tell them we got endless topics, okay?
There's something in my mouth and I can't figure it out. That's what she said.
Oh my God. She should not be saying that.
No.
So everybody, thanks for watching and tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And as always,
stay curious.